Yo, what's going on, guys? We're Point Montana, and in this video, we're going to be going over every single ability in EA Sports College Football 25. This is going to be a long one, so stay tuned. If you guys want to know how to find these abilities yourself, if you go straight into a practice mode or in the rosters, you can go straight to abilities if you pause the menu, and it'll show you every single ability that is in the game. So if you guys want to do that yourself and you guys don't want to watch the video, because I'm going to explain every ability in the game, from bronze all the way to platinum. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, hit that noti bell so you guys never miss an upload. I'm trying to make my intro a little bit quicker because this is going to be a long video. So I'm going to go ahead and hide my screen so I can explain to you guys the abilities and the tier of abilities and kind of give you guys an example of what it is that you guys should be looking for. So in Madden, in this year's Madden, we have the abilities of physical ability and mental ability. Physical ability is something that's going to make it so that you are playing better, like your player is going to play better, like whether it be running the ball, whether it be the wear and tear, depending on what it is, the type of ability, it's going to change the way that the player plays in a very, very big way, depending on the tier of the ability. So you have 4 tiers in this game. It's kind of like if you guys play NBA 2K, they're pretty much badges. But the badges in this game, from bronze, it slightly helps you out. But if you get all the way up to a platinum ability, it's pretty much having an X factor on your player. And it's very, very game changing. Now I'm going to go over every single ability in the game and pretty much try to find the best example that I can give you guys so you guys know exactly what it is that you're looking at when it comes to these abilities. I will go over the bronze and I will go over the platinum. Again, if you guys do not want to watch this entire video because it is going to be long, you can go into practice mode and go straight to pause the menu and go to abilities, and it will show you guys literally every single ability that is in the game. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So if you guys want to check it out for yourself, that is the way to do it. So you guys don't have to sit here for this entire video, but I will be explaining a lot in this. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the webcam so you guys can see all the examples and everything that's going on. So we're going to start off with Mobile Deadeye. It is a physical ability. And the bronze is when on the run outside the pocket, slight accuracy boost to wide receivers up to 15 yards downfield. This is pretty much roaming Deadeye from Madden. It's the same thing, and it just gets better and better and better. And then once you get to platinum, it turns into run and gun, the X factor from Madden. This is a very, very good ability for mobile quarterbacks. If you're moving around the pocket, it's going to help you guys out a lot. And pair it up with certain things, Mobile Deadeye is going to be huge. And then you got House Call. It's a physical ability. And this is pick artist. So slightly improved ability to catch interception attempts. And then all the way to platinum, it goes all the way up to pretty much catching every pick. And you have unlimited stamina on returns. So if you guys want to showboat and go crazy when it comes to that, if you have a player that has the platinum, you're going to be able to do so. Then you've got armbar. Pretty much self-explanatory. You're pretty much stiff arming whoever. All the way up to platinum, you're pretty much going to instant just put people down to the ground. It's very, very crazy. Now, this is probably, in my opinion, the best running ability in the game. For those of you guys who have seen Judkins play, he's amazing. He's probably the best player in college football in the game, not in actual real life. But it's a physical ability. It's slightly improved ability to fake out defenders with a spin move. And then on platinum, ultimate spin moves for responsiveness and faking out defenders, which means you're pretty much being able to control how far and how deep that spin goes. It's absolutely insane. Then you got Head First, which is pretty much Bruiser from Madden. It's a physical ability, and you break more tackles with that. Then you've got Step Up. It's a physical ability and slightly improved accuracy when stepping up into the pocket. And then when you get all the way up to the platinum, ultimate accuracy when stepping up into the pocket and not under pressure. You're pretty much not going to be. It's pocket Deadeye. Let's just leave it at that. It's pocket Deadeye. Then you got Sleight of Hand, and Sleight of Hand in Madden was when you go for a play fake, that, you know, the receivers or the defenders, they would bite on that play. In this game, it's a physical ability, and now it works when you are rocking a play action play or you have less than 3 yards to gain. You will fake defenders out with this play. Now, I haven't seen too much of this ability yet, but this might be a glitchy one once it gets down to the platinum level, because you might just be faking a ton of people, especially if you're running the ball a lot. Then you've got Magician. It's another physical ability. Slightly more agile in standard pocket movement. This is going to be escape artist from Madden once you get it to the platinum level. Right now, it's already very easy to move around in the pocket with your quarterback. If you're mobile, even if you're not mobile, you're able to move around. But if you get to platinum, watch out for escape artist pretty much making a return. Then you've got off platform. It's another physical ability. Slight accuracy boost when throwing across body or back foot for receivers up to 15 yards downfield. This is pretty much cross body deadeye. But the best part about this is when you get the platinum, you can only throw 40 yards down the field if you're sitting there trying to throw across your body. It's supposed to be a bad decision to make, but obviously it's Madden, or it's a EA football game, which means people are going to make stupid decisions from time to time. Then you got safety valve, another physical ability, slightly improved ability to catch the ball when aligned in the backfield. So this is pretty much the running back apprentice ability, not the running back apprentice, the running back mismatch. I forget what it's called in Madden, but this is pretty much the same thing. And the platinum, you win against man coverage and secure catches when you're in the backfield. So that's going to be heavy for people who are running split offset kind of formations, the duo formation, any formation like that, split close and things like that. Then you got pocket shield. It's another physical ability. Slightly improved double team pass blocking if distance to first down is 10 yards or less. Now, I like how they're limiting these abilities. I wish they did it with some of the ones up top. But once you get to platinum, you get ultimate pass blocking if distance to first down is 10 or less, which means they will not break the pocket if you have players with that pocket shield ability. Then you got extender, another physical ability. This is pretty much this is I think it's called extender in Madden as well, and it's slightly improved ability to break sacks versus defensive backs. And then obviously for platinum, you're going to be breaking sacks all the time, which is going to help you guys out a lot. Then you got knockout, which is another physical ability, which is probably going to be one of the best defensive ones. You got slightly increased knockouts and less broken tackles on jumping catch attempts by the offense. And then all the way to platinum, it's going to be universal coverage, the X factor from Madden pretty much. You're going to be knocking out passes all the time. Now, you got duress, which is another huge ability, I think, that's going to be, if you have duress and you have knockout, it's going to be absolutely insane. And there's another pairing with this knockout ability that's going to go absolutely crazy if you guys are playing Cut, the Ultimate Team version of this game. So you got duress, which is under pressure pretty much. It's a physical ability. You increase pressure effects on the QB when unblocked. So if you're sending a blitz and you've got a guy that comes in pretty consistently, this is going to be the ability that you're going to want to make sure you have on that person. And then obviously ultimate pressure effects on the platinum version of it. So then you got hammer, which is pretty much enforcer. It's another physical ability. You got slightly improved ability to land hit stick attempts, excluding weight mismatches. And again, I like how they're limiting this. But when you go all the way up to platinum, you're gonna be able to perform hit sticks from a longer distance, which I'm waiting to see what that looks like. It sounds like Commando from Modern Warfare 2, when you're just able to sit there and just kind of like teleport into hit sticks. I don't know. I haven't seen this one in play too much yet, but can't wait to see it in the Ultimate Team kind of aspect. Then you got wrap up, which is another physical ability. This is Tackle Supreme. It's got the same exact graphic for it. You're not going to be broken tackles. That you're preventing broken tackles from happening. Then you've got Shifty, which is human joystick. It's literally the human joystick. It's the Atari from my old heads out there. And it's slightly increased ability to maintain speed during cuts and turns when moving at high speeds. And then the platinum, you're going to be prime Barry Sanders, to make it simple. Then you've got sidestep, another physical ability. This is an ability where this is evasive, pretty much. Jukebox, I should say. It's slightly improved ability to fake out defenders with juke moves, and then all the way up to platinum. This on platinum is AIDS. This and the 361, absolute AIDS. These players move so fast when it comes to these abilities, especially once they hit that gold. Once they're at gold, the ability is absolutely insane. Then you got physical ability layout. This is acrobat. So you're pretty much diving for catches, whether you're on the offensive side or the defensive side. Then you've got takedown, which is another physical ability. You're pretty much not, if one of your defenders has this, the quarterback's not breaking any sacks on you. So all the way up to the platinum, pretty much they're never gonna break a tackle on you. So obviously, the more platinum players that you have on your team, the better that you are going to be. Now, you got 50-50, which is a physical ability with positional advantage, slightly improved 1v1 jump balls, 30 plus yards downfield or in the end zone. Now, I don't know if this is going to go for the defensive side of things too. It is called 50-50, so I don't know. I don't know if anybody has this ability in the game on the defensive side, but with the ultimate and the platinum one, it lowers the criteria to 15 yards or in the end zone, which is absolutely going to be kind of annoying playing that because it just sounds like aggressive catches. But if it's on the defensive side of the ball as well, then we might have something to work with here. Then you got balanced. This is a physical ability. It's slightly improved ability to break strip attempts. So if they're sitting there trying to strip the ball, I know we have tank in Madden, and that's for hit stick attempts. And then once you get to the platinum level, you're going to be able to break hit stick attempts and strip attempts. So you're going to have to conservative tackle nonstop if you see somebody with this ability. Now we have blow up. This is another physical ability. Slightly improved ability to beat impact block attempts. So for those people who have nasty street kind of formations and those kinds of blocking, blow up is pretty much going to help with that. This is out my way, and they have a platinum version of it, so you're going to be able, this is going to be something good to have on your user, where you're going to be able to pretty much just shove a person that's trying to block you straight to the side, and you're going to pretty much go right through them. Then you got bouncer, which is another physical ability. Slightly fatigue opposing route runners when performing a chuck in zone coverage. This is literally zone chuck. That's it. It's zone chuck, and there's obviously bronze all the way to platinum. There's nothing else to explain about that. Jammer. This is going to be a very fun ability to use on the ultimate team kind of thing, type of time. You're pretty much jamming the receiver straight at the line, and once you get up to platinum, it's pretty much bottleneck in Madden. So again, there's going to be certain pairings that people are going to do, which are going to make your players crazy good. And then you got blanket coverage. So imagine having jammer and then blanket coverage all cooped up into one player. He's going to be absolutely lights out. It's going to be very hard to beat that person in passing. So you got blanket coverage, which is slightly improved cut reaction in man coverage. This is one step ahead, essentially. And then you got all the way up to the platinum, which would be shut down, the X factor from Madden, and that helps as well. Then you got mobile resistance, physical ability, slightly improved ability to resist pressure on the run. This is Gutsy Scrambler from Madden. You're going to be able to roll out in the pocket, and if a defender's chasing you, you're going to be able to sit there and throw accurate passes without, fearing that person hitting you before you throw the ball. And then obviously on the ultimate ability side, it's fearless. You're going to have fearless on the run, which is actually kind of huge. Then you got recoup. It's another physical ability. Slightly improved fatigue recovery when off the field. And then you got all the way to platinum, which means that you're going to be able to recoup and, get healthy even during plays, which is actually huge. This is going to be a very, very sneaky ability that not many people are probably going to use, but it is going to be something that will help you guys out because the wear and tear and all that kind of stuff really takes away from your players being able to stay in the entire game. Then you got Road Dog, which is a mental ability. Now we enter the mental ability side of things. I think this is the first one. You're going to increase your composure gains on the road. So your composure is going to stay. It's pretty much momentum. You're not losing any type of momentum on road games because, with road games and the stadium pulse, it lowers your composure. It adds to the wear and tear. And sometimes you can't even make hot route adjustments. But there is an ability for that as well. And then obviously you go all the way to platinum. And there is no composure loss in the entire game. Then you've got winning time, and I like how they did the ice in my veins graphic for that. It's slightly increased composure with 2 minutes to go when the score difference is 3 or less. So the more composure you have, the better your player plays, the less chances of them getting tired. So once you get to the platinum level, your guy's going to be lights out. He's going to throw every single pass down perfectly. He's going to break tackles if you're running the ball. He's going to get sheds if he's on the defensive side of things. Again, depending on what you're rocking, it's a clutch ability. That's all it is. Then you got fan favorite, which is slightly increased composure gains at home. This is Homer. This is Homer for Madden, essentially. And then all the way up to platinum, you just get better and better and better depending on what it is and depending on where it is that you are playing. So if you have slightly less, like worse players, if you put this on and you're playing at home, obviously it is going to be a risk, but your player will play a lot better at home if he has this ability equipped. Then you've got Headstrong, which is another mental ability. You got Resist Hot Routes being incorrect. And this is exactly what I was talking about with the Stadium Pulse. I know a lot of people, I think there's a glitch with the Georgia Stadium or the Alabama Stadium, one of those stadiums where if you're away, it will be the most frustrating game that you play because literally you won't be able to make any hot routes. So unless you're running the ball every single play, you won't be able to audible. You won't be able to do any of that. This ability takes care of that. And nothing that you call will fail when it comes to that. Now, you got Resistance, which is back to the physical abilities. When standing in the pocket, slight protection from medium pressure. And then you've got all the way up to Platinum, where you have ultimate protection from pressure, which means that they're going to sit there and pretty much, this is fearless. Simple. It's just fearless. You're going to be, once you're in the pocket, you're going to be able to throw passes regardless if there's a defender straight in your face. It's going to be something that you're going to be able to utilize and go crazy with. Then you got Dot, which is another physical ability. Slight accuracy boost when throwing to open receivers with feet set and a clean pocket, which means that this is pocket Deadeye, but I don't know if this is going to work if you're standing outside of the pocket, because if you have set feet and no one's chasing you, you might be able to throw perfect passes as well with this. So I don't know about the Dot ability. I don't know if it works outside the pocket, but it's an in the pocket ability from what it looks like and what the explanation is. So it's pocket Deadeye. Then you've got Pull Down, which is a physical ability. Slightly improved ball security when sacked while standing in the pocket, which means this is the tuck rule. Shout out to Brady. This is the tuck rule where you're just bringing the ball straight back down and you're not going to fumble pretty much. You're not going to fumble with your quarterback, which is huge. Then you've got Sidekick, which is another physical ability. Slightly improved cut blocks when in pass protection. This is for running backs, anybody that's standing behind the pocket and they're trying to block a lineman. So a lineman gets through, they're going to be able to cut block them, pretty much taking that lineman out of the play until that lineman stands back up. And then obviously at Platinum, they're going to block them nonstop the entire time. Then you got Field General, which is another mental ability. When on schedule, I don't understand what that means. Moderate ability to see post-snap blitzers. I don't understand what when on schedule means, but this is threat detector. And then when you get to Platinum, it's threat detector, it's Omaha, it's this is gonna be at Platinum, this is gonna be one of the most AIDS abilities in the game, and it's gonna be very, very frustrating to deal with because it just seems like one of those that it's like, why are you showing people what people are playing? If I'm disguising my coverage properly, I should be able to disguise it properly, unless it sort of works like film study on the offensive side where somebody's calling the same defensive play but disguising it. Then maybe I can get on board with that ability, but at the end of the day, it is an ability that will frustrate a lot of players, especially in the comp scene. So then you got Option King, which is huge for this game because there's a lot of triple options, read options, speed options that people are running. And this is slight accuracy increase on quick pitches all the way up to ultimate speed / accuracy increase on pitches and wear and tear protection. Wear and tear protection abilities are going to be huge this year because wear and tear literally keeps your player on the field. Now you got Workhorse, which is a physical ability. Slight protection from wear and tear effects when colliding with other players, all the way up to more wear and tear protection. And obviously the ultimate protection is going to be the best thing that you guys can utilize because it won't hurt to have more wear and tear protection. I will leave this at gold pretty much if I end up using somebody with this. But again, if it's ultimate team, then we'll be able to choose. If it's regs, you guys pretty much are set with the player that you guys are rocking with. Then you got Downhill, which is a physical ability, which might end up being a broken one, but slightly more broken tackles after reaching max speed, all the way up to ability to break tackles after reaching 80% of max speed, which is going to be huge. Broken tackles are a very, very bad thing in this game already. Not bad meaning like, hey, they shouldn't happen, but bad in terms of how frequent they happen, and it's frustrating. But getting this to go and add more broken tackles will just be even more frustrating. Then you got Sure Hands. It's another physical ability. We got slightly improved ability to avoid drops, excludes dive and jumping catches. So you will need the ability, the layout ability for you guys to actually catch your passes when you're diving, but you got all the way up to the ultimate ability, which avoids drops and knockouts. It still excludes dive and jumping catches, which is a little frustrating. Then you got Cutter, which is another physical ability. Slightly improved cut moves against man coverage. This is route technician or any of those abilities that improve your route running in any game. So you got ultimate cut moves against man coverage, excluding double moves. So if you're running double moves like an S post or whatever the case is, this will not work for your ability. Now you got double dip. Now this will work with a move like S post or a zig route, a curl and go, stutter step, anything like that will work with this double dip ability. It's just better movement when you're running double moves. Then you got press pro. This is slightly improved ability to beat press attempts from defenders. So we talked about the bottleneck ability that is all the way up top. This is pretty much the counter to that. This is ultimate ability to beat press attempts from defenders once you get all the way up to platinum. Now you got quick drop. It's a physical ability, slightly improved movement on standard pass plays, all the way up to platinum, which is ultimate pass blocking movement on standard pass play, which means that your offensive line is going to go absolutely nuts when it comes to blocking for you if they're trying to get a hold of a defender that's chasing you and doing whatever they're trying to do to stop you. Then you've got option shield. It's a physical ability, slightly improved blocking on option plays when close to the line of scrimmage, all the way up to platinum, which is just better blocking. Then you've got inside shield. This is for inside runs, and it's going to help you guys if you're running inside zones, 0-1 traps, goal line plays, all that kind of stuff. Now you got screen enforcer. This was also an ability that was in Madden, better blocking on screen plays. Not much to go over on that. You got PA Shield, which is a physical ability, slightly improved blocking on play action plays on first down or less than 3 yards to gain. Again, I like having the abilities where there is a counter to them within the ability, whether it be 3 yards to gain, 5 yards to gain. I like having that in the game. So better blocking once you get the platinum. Then you got second level. This is Nasty Streak. Pretty much from Madden, it's slightly improved blocking after getting to the second level of the defense. So you have two levels. You have the level literally where the trenches are, and then once they move up to go block more people on run plays, or if there's like a screen play and they're getting upfield, that's the second level. Once they get to the second level, you're going to see pancakes happen a lot more often. Now you got outside shield, which is a physical ability. Slightly improved double team blocks on outside runs when close to the line of scrimmage. This is simply just outside runs. That's it. Better blocking for outside runs. This is better blocking for inside runs, option runs, screen passes, play action passes. These are all for offensive linemen. And then you got inside disruptor, physical ability, slightly improved shedding against single blockers. And of course, this is like the counter to all of the run blocking abilities. These are the counters to it. So all the way up to platinum, you're gonna get better runs. You're going to get better block sheds against the run. And I think the reason why they did the bronze towards platinum is because if someone has platinum and someone has like outside shield gold, you're going to be able to sit there and, so if someone has the outside disruptor platinum and someone has outside shield gold, this guy with platinum outside disruptor will end up winning that. So outside disruptor, option disruptor, pocket disruptor, these are all better pass rush and better block sheds on pretty much depending on what it is that you guys are rocking. So if the guy is in the pocket, you're going to end up getting better block sheds. This is pocket disruptors, also kind of a defensive rally since it only works on 3rd and 4th down and 8+ yards, which is, again, I like the helping out the ability not be too overpowered with like a standard set, like how they do it. Then you got strong grip, which is a physical ability, slight boost to lateral shed prevention on run plays. So as soon as somebody starts running downfield and your defender is actually blocked, you're going to be able to pretty much like shove them to the side and go ahead and grab that runner that's running the ball. Then you got ground and pound. Successful pancakes on run plays add slight fatigue to the engaged defenders. I think these are going to be some of the most important abilities in the game because a lot of people aren't picking teams or picking up players that are going to add to your backups. This year, if you guys are playing Ultimate Team, you're going to need backup players because of all the wear and tear stuff and the fatigue stuff. So these abilities are going to be huge. Then you got Grip Breaker, which is a physical ability. Slightly increased lateral sheds on run plays. Again, more lateral sheds more run play stuff, which is going to help. Then you got wear down, which is a physical ability. Successful pancake blocks on pass plays add slight fatigue to the defender, all the way up to platinum, which pretty much just adds more fatigue to him. Then you got aftershock, which is another physical ability. We got slightly increased wear and tear effects to opposing players on tackles, all the way up to the ultimate, which is wear and tear effects to opposing players on tackles, which is huge. Again, once you get wear and tear on your defenders, they will start to move a lot slower, which is frustrating. Now you got Robber, which is a physical ability, which is slightly improved movement in zone coverage, all the way up to ultimate movement in zone coverage, which is going to be huge. This is something that if you're playing zone heavy, this is going to be the ability that you're going to want to rock, either this or this ability that's underneath, which is Ball Hawk, which is slightly improved ability to break after a pass has been released. So these guys are already going to play their zones a little bit better. Then you pair this up with Ball Hawk all the way up to ultimate. They're gonna exactly what the ability says. They're gonna Ball Hawk. They're gonna go absolutely crazy with that. So you add this and this with knockout. Oh my God, you're gonna have one of the best defenders in the game. Then you got takeoff, which is a physical ability, slightly quicker release off the line when not being pressed, which means they're gonna pretty much, if you have a Tyreek Hill kind of player. I don't really know too many speed college players. I'm an NFL guy myself. So if you have a Tyreek Hill kind of player, this takeoff ability is going to go absolutely crazy, especially if they're not pressed. They might end up running straight past one of the offensive players, the defensive players, which is going to be huge. Then you got quick jump, which is a physical ability. Slightly quicker jump off the snap when pass rushing. This is one of the most important abilities for those of you guys who like to blitz. Quick jump is an ability that just gives them a slight speed boost when running through for a blitz. It's probably one of the best. If you have this on gold or platinum, if you guys watched the blitz video that I posted, you guys seen how fast the quick jump ability actually works, and it's absolutely huge. Now, next we got quick step, which is another physical ability. Slightly improved movement as a pull blocker. So this is nasty streak on pull blocks, it's a good ability. Then you got clear headed, which is a mental ability. Slightly protection from composure loss. These abilities are going to be huge, and they're going to save your players from losing any type of stamina, any type of momentum, essentially. Then you got clutch kicker, which is a mental ability. Slightly easier accuracy timing on field goals with 2 or less minutes remaining. This is huge because this is, you can't get iced, and you won't be able. The reticle moving side to side when you're kicking field goals, it's going to slow down for you, which is going to be a lot easier for you guys to make your field goals. And we all know how much people are struggling to hit their field goals this year. It's actually one of the most frustrating things ever. Then you got deep range. It's a physical ability, slightly easier accuracy timing on 50+ yard field goals. And then you got all the way up to the ultimate accuracy timing, which means it's just going to go very, very slow. So you're going to be able to pretty much kick it from wherever where it's 50+ yards. Then you got Mega Leg, which is slight chance to avoid the penalty for over kicking on all kicks. So you know how you kick your field goals and it goes all the way up and then it turns red? Mega Leg will prevent that, and you will get the max power that you can potentially get for the, there will be no penalty for over kicking on your kicks. Then you got Coffin Corner, slightly easier accuracy timing when punting from midfield or closer. This is for punters. Self-explanatory. You go to platinum, it just, better timing. Then you got the Natural, which is a mental ability, slightly improved ability to resist weather impacts. If you're playing Ultimate Team, there's not much weather in those games. I hope they actually add that, but hopefully the Natural can get rid of anybody playing in snow, and the frustrating factors of playing in snow games or rain games, people slipping and stuff like that. I know it adds to the realism and the immersion of the game, but people don't like weather in these games for some reason. I love it. I wish they would add it to Ultimate Team, but that's just me. Then we got Team Player, which is a mental ability. Slight protection from negative rating impacts for playing out of position. This is huge if you're playing Ultimate Team, because a lot of people like to put their outside linebackers at middle linebacker because they're faster, or their cornerbacks at safety, just simply for coverage standards. They want them to be up to par. And sometimes some cornerbacks are cheaper than some safeties because there are just naturally more corners in football in general. Then you've got Best Friend. It's a mental ability. You got slight composure gain for the QB when making a first down catch on 3rd or 4th down. Same thing all the way up to platinum. More composure means your player just plays better. So picture while your composure is going up, your attributes are going up. So as soon as your composure goes up, let's say it adds +1 to your throw power, +1 to your throw accuracy, +1, and then you go all the way up to platinum, which is it just keeps adding up more and more and more. So if your player is like a 90 overall medium accuracy, once you get to platinum and you're sitting there throwing better passes, immediately they go all the way up to like 95. It just adds to that. Now you got defensive rally. You got it's a mental ability. You got sack, slightly increased composure of other defensive linemen. So defensive rally, once you get a sack, your players will a sack or a tackle for loss. Your players will end up pretty much getting better sheds, better block sheds, better pass rush sheds, and it will be frustrating for anybody that you're playing. Then you got offensive rally, which is the flip side of it. Slightly composure gain for other offensive linemen when they get a pancake. So when you get a sack, defensive rally is going to help with that. And then when you get a pancake on the offensive side, your offensive line will start playing better as well. Now you got Legion, which is a mental ability, which is slight composure gain for other defensive backs when intercepting or deflecting a pass. I wish this was just for interceptions because sacks are very rare, just like interceptions. But deflecting a pass works for it as well, and your defensive backs will end up playing a little bit better. Then you got Field Trip, which is slightly better accuracy timing on punts from own 10-yard line or further. And obviously, this is just for punters. Punters don't get no love. Kickers don't get no love for some reason. Then you got Chip Shot, which is the final ability. It's a physical ability, and you got slightly easier accuracy on short field goals. So if you guys are struggling to make any field goals, I would advise you guys to equip one of these abilities for these kickers to absolutely go crazy. This is every single ability that you guys need to know in college football. Now, I'm hearing that some of these, the way that these abilities are, they will transfer over to Madden as well. I don't know how accurate that information is, but I kind of like the bronze all the way up to platinum. It will kind of make it so we'll need to have more players on the team, and it will keep the game alive for a little bit longer. Because once like that July, that June, July, May, June, July type of time ends up happening, nobody's playing the game anymore, and it ends up getting frustrated, like auction houses or even searching for a game. But this is every ability in college football 25. You guys don't need to look anywhere else. This was explained exactly to a T what these abilities are. My name is Pony Montana. Hope you guys appreciate this video. I will see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.